We're gonna take a seat here, a nice comfortable seat, an easy pose, and as always, make certain that you really are comfortable, that your hip flexors are not doing the work here to hold your knees up. So get really comfortable. And yeah, we're gonna close down our eyes. I'm just gonna say a few things, but I figured we can close down our eyes first. You can bring the palms down if you need it. You can bring the palms face up to receive. Whatever you're feeling today, you can have them in your lap. You can even have them at your heart center. So just roll the shoulders back, maybe move the neck, roll the neck a couple times, roll the shoulders a couple times just to get yourself, into the mood of the practice. And then close down the eyes and just start to notice the inhales and the exhales through the nostrils. Just noticing the entrance of the air into the nostrils, what it feels like inside the nostrils, the temperature of the breath coming out, coming in. So I heard this podcast yesterday. It was a very quick podcast. And the speaker was talking about a book that he did not know the name of, that's all about how trees give and how they talk to each other underneath the ground. And so I started reading more into it, and I read some information that trees, in fact, they do this, they give to their community of trees, but also they give just what they can. Like during the day, for example, they'll give a little bit, even though they don't have a lot. And then at night, when they fill up with, the moisture, the evening dew, then they're able to give more because they have also filled themselves up first, kind of like that, putting your mask on first before you save the kids in the airplane. And anyway, although we probably do know this, it just really got me thinking that everything is so shared and so connected, and that connections are around us everywhere we look in nature. And sometimes it's below us underground and we can't see it. And sometimes it's in this, on the surface and we can see it. But it's really easy not to notice those things. And it's really important that we do notice those things. And if they're not at the forefront of our mind, then we take them for granted. And every time we do notice, it just reinforces that we're not separate and we're not isolated, and that we really are all connected. And so in today's practice, I invite you to receive, to take in, to absorb what you need from each pose, and then give some of it back out to something or even to somebody who needs a little bit of water, a little bit of help, a little bit of energy right now. So you can bring that thing, that person, whatever it may be, that needs a little watering, a little energy, and you can give a little bit of a little bit of it out, but after you receive and nurture yourself as well. Just take a couple more breaths, maybe bringing that into the heart space. And then we'll slowly go ahead and open our eyes. We're going to bring the fingertips behind us, roll the shoulders back, and then really lift the heart. So press into the fingers to lift the heart. Maybe look up. And again, just breathing deeply into the heart space, but also squeezing the shoulder blades, finding that lift. And then slowly just folding forward. So just doesn't have to be super deep, but it can be. You can keep your sit bones on the ground. Just bring the hands forward, place the palms on the ground, breathe in deeply and lengthen. Breathe out slowly and maybe fold or maybe not. And then you can sway a little bit from side to side. So you'll feel it in one of the hips, usually a little bit more in the leg that's in front on that side. And then slowly come up and we'll switch the legs only to fold again very gently, starting to sway, just breathing and swaying. Actually, we're swaying like trees. And then gently come back up and then switch if you want again to the comfortable way. And then bring the right hand to the left knee, left fingertips behind you. Gentle twist, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently twist, relax the shoulders. One more time, lengthening and very gently twisting. And we'll switch to the other side. Inhale again, each vertebra moving up towards the sky. And on the exhale, just the upper spine twists, the shoulders relax. And then coming back to center, we're going to extend the legs out as wide as the mat. So not too wide, but as wide as the mat, and just move the bum out of the way. And then with a tall spine, you might have to stay here because your lower back rounds if you lean forward. Just stay. Otherwise, keep the spine long and just kind of crawl gently forward. So just a very light hamstring stretch to begin with. My knees are soft, my feet are soft. But just my spine stays long. And I'm inhaling as I'm lengthening. And then as I exhale, I either stay or I fold a little bit from the belly or from the hip joint, I should say. And then just take one more slow breath, just lengthening as much as you could, pulling hips back, sternum forward. And then come back up and we'll move into downward facing dog. We'll do a little child's cow down dog flow. Come into a nice down dog, maybe plank if you need to figure out, hand and feet alignment. Bend one knee, press one heel down, bend the other knee, press the other heel down like you're pedaling a bicycle. All while keeping the breath expanding through the belly and the ribs. And then look at the hands, spread the fingers. And then on your inhale, come down to the knees, drop the chest for cow pose. And then on your exhale, just flip the toes, bring the seat back. You don't have to open the knees wide. And then on the inhale, cow pose again. So roll the shoulders back, drop the chest. Exhale, down dog. Relax the heels. And let's do it again a little faster. So inhale, cow. Exhale, child. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child. And we're going to continue. So you can continue at your own breath. Maybe you want to count the breath to a 4 count or a 5 count. Just really articulating each movement so you're in tune with what the body needs. Maybe the spine needs a little more attention, maybe the hamstrings, maybe the lower back, shoulders. Just one more round, filling up with what you need in order to give. And then when you come back into down dog, take a breath, and then we'll come into plank pose, and then use the knees to just slowly roll down. Wide cobra. So we're gonna take the fingertips wide, elbows on top of the wrists, press down into the feet, and then bring the chin to the chest, maybe the forehead down. Notice that your shoulder blades are squeezing together just because they are, because of the hand position. And then press the pubic bone down. Keep the pubic bone down, and then we're just gonna roll up. So I'm pressing into the fingertips to roll up, and then I'm gonna roll down. And you can do that with breath. So roll up as you inhale. See if you can roll the shoulder blades down, and then exhale, come back, and then just continue a few times. And you don't have to come up that high. We're just kind of warming up the upper spine. And then also, if you'd like, take a little dip. So turn to the left or the right and just drop the shoulder down, turn the head, come back up. Drop the other if you want. One more time. And then bring the palms by the chest to push yourself up into table. You're gonna take the right knee behind the left knee, okay? And then open up the feet. Probably mine are as wide as the mat, and you can scoot yourself so your knees are in the center of the mat. And then slowly come back into a child's. Now my front knee is lifted, and that's fine. So I'm just gonna slowly come back into a child's, look at my hands, press the palms forward. I'm feeling it in my outer glute, my outer hip, maybe the lower back. My nose is towards my knee, my lifted knee. And then come back up. And then we'll switch sides. So I'll bring my right knee to the center of the mat and then bring the left knee over, open up the feet as wide as the mat, and then sit back. Right knee lifted, my nose is towards my right knee, maybe touching, maybe not. And I'm reaching through the hands as much as I could. Maybe sighing if it feels good. And then come back up, and we'll come into downward facing dog. We're definitely going to channel our inner tree today. Let's start to move a little bit. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, bring the feet to the top of the mat. And then inhale, come all the way up, round the hands, back and up. And then bring the hands to the heart, thumbs together. Take a second here. Just breathing in, feeling grounded in the feet as much as you could. Press down to lengthen up nice and tall. And then open the eyes, inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, however you wish. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra, so press into the feet, knees are lifted in cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, step both feet together, top of the mat. And then roll yourself up. So chin to chest, roll yourself up. Bring the hands to the heart. Start to shift into the right foot. Gaze forward, nice tall spine, tree pose. So right away, let's come into a tree pose. Just connecting the roots down, finding length out the crown of the head. And then right away, opening the hips. So the left knee is opening as much as it could to the left. Already just in tune and listening to the breath. Just like the sounds of nature. Now take this knee, bring it forward, and then take the foot and bring it on top of the knee for figure 4, and then sit back gently, flexing the top foot, and then really you're sending the hips. Someone is pulling on your pelvic bones backwards, but your sternum, your spine is extending forward. Sit as low as you want to get that stretch in the whole back left area. Just relax the shoulders. And then slowly come to stand. Release the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Down Dog. Inhale, look to the hand. Exhale, step the feet together, top of the mat. Chin to chest, roll yourself up. Hands to the heart. Take a full breath, grounding through the feet, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then slowly, tree pose on the right. Just not judging it right away. Any expression is fine. Just connect with the sound of the breath. And then bring the knee forward and then lift the foot up, figure four, flex the top foot, send the hips back, spine elongating forward, and then lift the lower belly, lift it back towards the spine, back and up towards the navel. Sit a little bit lower if you want. And then slowly come back up to stand, feet together. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And then step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Connecting feet and hands. Downward facing dog, connecting feet and hands. Slowly come down to the knees, kneeling side plank. So turn the right foot to the right, extend the left, reach the left arm up. Rotate the bottom ribs forward, top ribs back, and then if you want, you're gonna lift the left foot, working into that outer hip and the outer glutes. So push the ground away to find the lift and extension in the spine. And then slowly bring the hands down, downward facing dog. And come back down to the knees, other side, left leg, extend the right, reach the right. Rotate the ribs, extend the spine, and then lift the leg if you want to. And then find just that steadiness, like you're in a forest full of trees. Maybe there's a little breeze. And then slowly bring the hands back down, come into downward facing dog. Just take a full another breath here. And then if you like, lift the right leg high as you inhale, nice and straight, reach through the heel. Exhale, low lunge, bring it all the way through. Inhale, warrior two. And a ground down. Again, we have this whole tree sense today. So just feel grounded in the feet. Shoulder blades relaxed, arms are strong. Take another inhale in warrior two. And then come down on the exhale to low lunge. So turn the back foot, back heel is on top of the toes. Left fingertips are down, right arm goes to the sky. We're twisting. At the same time, we're lengthening the spine forward with every inhale. And then every twist, shoulder blades go down the back. See if that your front knee is bent right on top of the heel. Take another inhale. As we exhale, we go to Skandasana, all the way to the left. Turn the toes a little left, heel is in, right toes to the sky. We take some bounces, fingertips are on the inside of the left leg. Stretching the inner thigh and the back hamstrings. You can also come all the way down, hands to the heart. It's up to you what your Skandasana practice looks like. And then inhale, come all the way forward, back to low lunge. Back knee comes down as we exhale. And then inhale, kneeling warrior. Okay, so tailbone comes in, heart is open. Just listening to the birds, the sounds of the leaves as we breathe. Take an inhale, reach through the middle fingers, and then exhale, gentle pyramid pose. So you're gonna lift the back knee, hop the foot just a little bit. The back heel doesn't even have to touch if you don't want it to. Pull the sternum forward, drag the right heel back so the right hip is in line with the left. And since we're at the beginning stages of hamstrings, it's okay to bend the front knee, of course. Well, it's always okay to bend it. You can sway the hips a little bit. Just since we're getting into it, you can also bend and straighten the leg a couple times. Now from here, we're going to extend the heart forward by bringing the shoulder blades down the back as we inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bring our feet together, forward fold. And then inhale, reach the arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, extend spine. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. And of course, you can always go to down dog depending on what the body needs today. And then just take a breath in down dog, press the pubic bone back, lift, and see if you notice a difference on the right side. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Let's do the other side. So inhale the left leg high, reach through the heel. Exhale the lunge. Warrior two, inhale. So bend that front knee, open it up towards the pinky toe. Press into the back foot so the arch almost lifts a little bit. So the back leg is engaged. And then don't forget about the glutes. Sometimes we let them go and just press into the quadriceps. We're just gazing over the middle finger with that sense of serenity, the forest serenity, nature serenity. Take one more inhale and then exhale, low lunge and bring the knee down. Actually, don't bring the knee down. You're going to bring it back up. Left leg rises for the twist as we inhale. But we'll stay for a breath or two using the bottom hand to rotate the chest. Inner thighs come towards each other. Take another inhale. Skandasana to the right and all the way back. Lift the left toes. And notice right away if this side may be different than the other. For me, it is. So left toes point up. Front heel is either down or lifted, but the hands are inside of the leg, of the right leg. I'm on my fingertips sometimes because I like to bounce. And then inhale, come to low lunge. Exhale, back knee down. Inhale, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. Just lifting in between the shoulder blades as much as I could. Pressing into the feet, lengthening up. And then take another inhale, lengthening through the middle fingers. And then exhale, hands down, pyramid. So lift the back knee, hop the foot up like literally 2 inches, an inch maybe. Bend the knee, and then you can right away just sway the hips, bend the front knee, straighten it, bend it, straighten it. Press the back heel down if you want. If it doesn't touch right now, don't worry about it. Just see if you can get the shoulder blades down the back. That instantly makes your spine straighter. And then take one inhale as you lengthen and look forward at the top of the mat. Exhale, bring the back foot forward, forward fold. And it could be hips width distance, lightly bending. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold Uttanasana all the way back down. Halfway lift, so press to extend. And then exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Take a couple breaths, readjust hands and feet if you need it. Inner thighs spiral back, shoulders broaden, neck is long. And let's flow through that. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right arm lifts for the twist. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Inhale, forward low lunge. Exhale, back knee down. Flip the toes if you want. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjane. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lengthen here, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold, forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise to the sky. Exhale, fold again, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, half or cobra, not halfway lift. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Lift the hips. Relax the heels. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, left arm twist. Exhale, Skandasana to the back. Inhale, low lunge to the front. Exhale, back knee down, sternum still pulls forward. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, sternum forward. Exhale, back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana again, diving down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep moving. Take a full breath. Relax the facial muscles. Just filling up with what you need. Another breath. Let's do it again. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior two, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, Skandasana to the back. Lift the heart. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, back knee down. Connect into the feet. Inhale, Anjane. Exhale, pyramid. Shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach to the fingertips. Exhale, Uttanasana. Flat back as you come down. Inhale, lengthen, flat back again. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Use your knees if you need to. Skip it if you need to. We're nurturing, filling up so we can give. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior two, big inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, low lunge. Left arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the back. Inhale, low lunge to the front. Exhale, back knee down. Inhale, Anjane. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, forward fold. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale through the sides of the ribs. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take a full breath in down dog, doing all those things, engaging all those things I tell you. And then slowly come down into a child's pose. And right away, open the knees wide, spread the palms, press down into the palms, and then bring the forehead down. And just connect. Now bring yourself to a space of nature, whether it's a forest, whether it's a place of a mountain, a stream with trees, and imagine that you're the only person there. Breathe in that air. Imagine what the sounds are. Imagine how still you can feel just standing, listening, and feeling. And then keep that with you as we flow one more time through this sequence. So keep that with you. Come into down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior two. Low lunge. Right arm lifts. Skandasana. Low lunge. Knee down. Anjaneyasana. Pyramid pose. Lengthen the sternum forward. Exhale, forward fold. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Virabhadrasana 2. Low lunge. Left arm rises. Skandasana to the back. Inhale, low lunge. Back knee down. Anjane. Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva. Uttanasana, diving down. Inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bhujangasana, open the heart. And then Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Now bring the left foot forward. So bring it into a low lunge real quick. We're going to do a side plank, but with opening this outer area. So take this left foot and then crawl it over to the middle of the mat. See my back foot? It's going to come to the outer edge. So I'm flexing it. And then from here, we're going to reach the left arm up and press into the left foot to lift this hip. Okay, I'm flexing that long foot and pressing it down so I can find length and lift. Just opening up the outer left hip. And you can adjust it and move the foot, wherever, you get a deeper stretch. Take a breath. And then slowly come down. You can bring the back knee down, come into table, adjust. Let's bring the right foot forward, come into a low lunge, and then go ahead and move that foot. So plant the left hand, move the foot to the, where we were before, get onto the outer edge of the long foot, reach up, press into the right foot to lift the hip, rotate the heart up, find that stillness, that nature sound in your mind and your breath. And then slowly come back down, come to table, and then just bring the hips back into a child's baby pose. You don't have to open the knees. See if you can reach the arms and lift the elbows. Really find length. There's also connection, like suction in the palms. And just tuning back in to your own nature inside. Filling up and then giving when you're ready. And then come into table pose. We're going to bring the right foot forward. And we're going to sit on the back heel as we straighten the front. So it's like half splits, but not, because we're sitting down, okay? This right foot is flexed. I'm still dragging. I'm dragging the right heel back so I can activate the sit bone and the upper hamstring. My sternum is pulling forward with every inhale. With every exhale, I'm folding from the hinges of my hips versus rounding the back, okay? So just connect with your nature sounds. So really find the length in this hamstring, because we're going to use it in a minute. Now crawl onto your fingertips, lift your bum up, come back into a low lunge, and we're going to come into standing splits. So walk the hands forward. I'm on my fingertips. I'm pressing from my right heel so I can lift my left foot. And remember, I'm not opening my hip. My hips are in the same line. So my outer left thigh is rolling down, and then I'm lifting from my Achilles is lifting up. So my hamstrings are feeling it. So it's funny because the right leg is lengthening hamstring. The left is actually strengthening hamstring. See if you can get the shoulder blades down the back. And then slowly bring the foot down to meet the right. Here they are. Bring the chin to the chest, roll yourself up. Bring the thumbs to the sternum. Feel the heartbeat. Return to that special place in nature. Open up the eyes. Find your balance. Right leg stays rooted. Tree pose again. So here in tree pose, right away come to any expression that suits you without judgment. And then see if you can connect even more, find even more length. And then this time do any expression you like with your hands. Maybe you want to extend the palms up. Maybe you want them separated. Maybe you want to just grab your elbows behind you just to open up the shoulders a little more. Whatever feels good, do it. Just breathe. We're gazing at one spot, one drishti, the focal point that's not moving. Softening shoulders, softening face. Bring the hands back to palms together at the heart center. Slowly bring the knee forward. Extend the leg, flex it. Stay here if you want. Work on balance. You're using glute strength, leg strength, calf strength. Otherwise, slowly come into warrior three. Finding the length in the spine, the shoulder blades down the back like we always do. The lift in the heart, the outer thigh that's rolling, the outer left thigh that's rolling down. We're lifting from the hamstring. Finding that softness, but still keeping the depth in the breath. And then slowly coming back up, Feet together. Thumbs at the sternum, close the eyes, feel the heartbeat. And that's sun salutation. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, chaturanga or down dog. And then come to the knees. Bring the left foot forward like we're going to go into low lunge. And then sit on the back heel. And right away, my fingertips are on the mat, trying to help me from not, falling over to the left. Pulling sternum forward. Engaging the front heel, dragging it back. Breathing, lengthening. And then finding softness where it needs to be. Just take what you need from this pose. And then walk yourself up to a low lunge. Walk the hands forward, press into the front heel as you lift the back leg for standing splits. And right away, the fingertips draw the sternum forward, shoulder blades down the back, outer thigh rolls down, lift from your heel. Find length, so push down into the left foot to find more length. Take what you need from this pose. Maybe you just need to learn how to deal with challenge, and that could be something that you take, or maybe it just feels good, or you're finding length. And then slowly bring the foot down, chin to chest, roll yourself up, hands to the heart. You can close your eyes if you need to find your balance right away, and then slowly come into tree pose on the other side. Just connect the feet, the foot and the leg and the foot. Glutes are working, hip is rotating, spine is lengthening. And then take whatever expression feels nice for you on this side. Bring the hands back to the heart. Bring the knee forward, extend the leg, flex through the heel, stay here, or move into warrior three. What do you need to feel nurtured in this pose? Keep the heart open and lifted wherever you are. And then slowly come back to stand, thumbs at the sternum, close the eyes, just take a breath. Open the eyes, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, exhale, Uttanasana, halfway lift, and Chaturanga Dandasana. Now just bring the right foot forward for a little lunge, but we're going to turn into standing separate legs. So turn to the left, turn the toes. Feet are parallel to the small edges of the mat, and then go ahead and fold forward, standing separate leg. Do whatever you want. Put the palms down, grab the ankles, grab the toe. Do anything that feels good. Just find length in the inhale. And as you exhale, we just fold from the hip joints. Let the head hang. And keep breathing into the belly. Let the diaphragm move. Bringing more oxygen into the lungs. Bringing more oxygen into the brain.
You can soften the knees, soften the backs of the knees. And then come up to a halfway lift. Bring the heels in, toes out. And then bend, so squat as much as you could, and then come up into a goddess pose. So hands at the heart for goddess if you want. I like to bring my hands softly, palms facing up, shift the shoulders over, just to receive, okay? And then just squat down. You can move a little bit, squat down, close the eyes. Just take a couple breaths here, connect into the feet. Bring the hands to the knees. Let's do some dips. So you're going to lean onto the knees to open them behind you. You're going to inhale, center. And then exhale, just dip one shoulder down, the other shoulder away from the ears. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip. And then keep moving through this. Listen to your back crack. You'll get mid to upper back shoulder stretching. Just keep moving and feeling. And then come back into center, bring the hands down, turn the toes, standing separate leg again. And then walk your hands forward into a little lunge. And then step back into a plank, bring the knees down, come down to the belly. Extend the arms long at the sides, palms facing down. Bring the forehead onto the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades like you're going to crack a little walnut in between your shoulders. And then lift the chest, lift the feet. Keep the palms down. Press into each fingertip just to keep you present. Connect. Spiral inner thighs up. Soften the face. Come back to your nature landscape. And then slowly release, turn the head to one side, take a full belly, rib, chest breath. And then come back, palms down, forehead down, crack the walnut, lift the chest, lift the feet, and now lift the hands. Spread the toes, lengthen the neck forward. Take what you need from this pose. And then slowly relax, turn the head to the other side. Take a full breath. Bring the palms onto the mat. Press yourself up. And then come to your knees. We're going to take camel pose or modified camel pose. So roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands to the hips. Okay, fingertips pointing down like you're going to put them in your back pocket. Squeeze the shoulders. Lift the heart, and you can start to gaze up, just pressing gently the hips forward. You can stay here, otherwise you can even flip the toes onto the mat. Slowly bring one hand to the heel. Slowly bring the other hand to the heel, lengthening out of the lower back versus compressing it. Okay, squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart. You can bring the toes down if you want, any option. Just breathe, spread the collarbones. Huge heart opener. It's a vulnerable pose. Just listen to your breath, return to your landscape. And then slowly come back up, sit on your heels, palms on your thighs, close the eyes, and just right away, just feel. Take what you need and send out what you are able to give. And then from here, we're going to come into fire log, Agni Stambhasana, unless you want to take pigeon. Okay, so if you want to take pigeon on the right hand side, if that's your pose.
Fire log might be a little deeper for some. So we're gonna sit cross-legged. And if you have a block or something, you can also put the block in front of the left knee because you can put the foot onto the, onto the block. Otherwise, we're gonna take the right foot and we're gonna put it right on top of the knee. So the ankle is right on top of the knee and it's flexed. And then this foot is gonna come parallel. If you can't do it, it's okay to pull the foot back if you're feeling a hip stretch here, no problem. But if you can, creep it forward so its shins are parallel, okay? Both feet are flexed. Do you see how I have the space here? No problem. Fingertips come behind to help your spine stay lifted. If you feel like you can keep your spine lifted, you can bring the hands to the side. You can even fold forward at some point. Otherwise, just stay here. Use your breath, especially the exhale, to release in the outer hip and the glute in the hip flexor area. We're just going to take some long, slow breaths. So see if you can extend the exhale here a little bit longer than the inhale, and definitely using the Ujjayi breath in your throat, that loud sound, and then reconnect with nature. And whenever you feel that you want to fold forward, you can fold forward, but it's not necessary. Take a few more long breaths. See if you can release just a little bit more somewhere in the body, whether it's a toe, whether it's the side of the neck, one of the eyes, a cheekbone, an eyebrow. And then slowly come up. You can physically lift the right foot, extend it out, shake it out. You can give a little tap to your thighs, your outer hips, your bum, and then we'll do the other side. So I like to bend my foot towards my bum first, and then I'll put my left foot flexed on top, and then I'll go ahead and find what feels best for me in this side. Nice tall spine. I stay here and breathe. Otherwise, I fold forward, same options. Just keep the exhale long. Just calming down the parasympathetic nervous system. And then just keep finding a tallness in the spine, a length in the spine, even if you're folded forward. Imagine you're a tree. Henry David Thoreau, he has a bunch of quotes, but he has a quote that says, "I took a walk in the woods and I came out taller than the tree." We're just filling up from nature. Take a couple more breaths. See where you can release tension on this side, forcing you to body scan, being aware where the tension lies. And slowly come back up. Take that left foot, be gentle about it, extend it, shake it. And now you're going to come sitting on your heels for rabbit pose. This is a really good pose actually at nighttime too, but it really calms the nervous system and it's a nice counter to any, heart opening. So we're going to bring the chin to the chest. I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to bring them towards my heels. Like I'm going to grab my heels as best as I could. You really can't right now, but you're almost there. Bring the chin to the chest and then just roll your spine down. So pull the belly button back. Bring the forehead towards the knees, and the top of the head is barely touching the mat. So it's not like sinking down, it's just barely touching. Now you can grip your heels and lift your butt towards the sky, and then continuously pressing the chin towards the chest and the forehead towards the knees. The knees are together, and then I'm really pulling on the heels because my butt is lifted and I'm trying not to fall forward. But we're compressing the thyroid here, apparently affecting metabolism as well. Just small breaths. And then slowly bring the bum down. Now bring the forehead onto the mat, baby pose. Relax the hands, palms facing up most likely. And then slowly bring the fingertips to the mat so you can press down to lift yourself up. And then bringing the legs forward. We're going to come down to the bum. So bring the hands forward, shoulder blades back, tailbone in, so you can get a little bit of core engagement as we come down. We're going to cross the right leg over the left, like we're sitting in a chair. And then we're going to bring the knees towards the chest. Extend the arms out to the side. Okay, and then slowly you're going to drop the knees to the left. Heart stays facing the ceiling, so shoulder blades are down. So once my feet come down, I always have to press into my left elbow to rotate my heart, so my shoulders are down. So just a supine twist. And if you don't like this version, you can take any version you want. It's just stretching a little more. If you can squeeze the legs together, the more stretch you'll get in that back hip, outer glutes. Just deep, slow breaths. Couple more slow breaths here, taking what you need from this pose. And then to get back up, I press into the bottom foot and also use my core to come up, bring the feet down, straighten myself, cross the left foot over, my arms are already extended, bring the knees into the chest, and then slowly bring them over to the right. And then do the same thing. Roll the chest, shoulder blades down. Breathe into the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Just getting that diaphragmatic breathing so it allows more oxygen into our lungs. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which is the stress nerve that runs from the mind to the intestine. And now press into the outer edge of the bottom foot to get yourself back up. And then we'll take a happy baby as our final pose, or take anything else that you feel that you want to take right now. Otherwise, you can skip and go right into Shavasana. Otherwise, if you're in happy baby, just press the tailbone down, let the lower back spread onto the mat. And then slowly come into Shavasana. Just a couple minutes here. Spreading the feet, palms up, shoulders relaxed, head heavy. And then returning to that landscape, whatever that landscape was. Just finding stillness and just feeling the call of nature around the whole body, the vibrations around the whole body. Absorbing everything that this practice gave you and feeling that or noticing that if you have any extra to give to your fellow trees, you can go ahead and see that energy drifting towards them. And then slowly start to breathe in that sweet air. Wiggling the toes and the fingers. Rolling ankles, feet, extending arms overhead. Bring the knees into the chest so you can roll from side to side a little bit, nurturing the lower back. And then roll over to whatever side is calling you, right side, energy side, left side, cooling, grounding. And I believe there's a full moon today, which I forgot to mention. So left side is the feminine side that correlates with the full moon. If you want to work the left, if you feel. And slowly press yourself up to a nice, comfortable seat. You can keep your eyes closed. Bring the palms lightly touching at the heart center, thumbs lightly touching the sternum, tall spine. Again, tree-like spine, nice and tall. And then just take a couple more breaths, just connecting with today's intention, connecting with the energy of the full moon if you need it, cool, grounding energy. To living and giving like trees. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, bowing forward together. Namaste.